Hello, welcome to your weekly Pick Your Crystal here at Soulprint. Thank you very, very much for being here. This is for the week of November 26th through December 2nd. I can't believe it. We're cruising right out of November and well on into December. Okay, so I have some really big crystals here today. This is a beautiful amethyst. Okay, rose quartz. We're going to call that pink. And it's beautiful blue. I think it's called Angelite, but I could be wrong. But it's a lovely, lovely blue. We're just going to call it blue. So take a moment, see which one, two, or perhaps even all three crystals resonate to you, call out to you. Before I get started, I just want to remind you, as we're moving into December, this is a great time for readings pertaining to 2024 as we move towards that new year. If you're looking for a private reading, in the drop box below is the email address soulprint888@gmail.com. Feel free to just send me a quick email asking for reading information, and I will send it out to you. Alrighty, let's get cracking here. Starting with this incredible amethyst. And here we go. Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Magician, and the King of Cups. Nice. Okay. So, the Ten of Wands is asking you, frankly, to just hang in there. Okay. You're feeling overburdened. You're feeling weary. You have a lot on your plate. But you're almost at the end of the road. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps you might want to reach out and ask for friends, family, people in your support system to help you. Sometimes success comes when you ask for help. This is about, putting in the effort, but it's also about sharing the burden, okay? Friends are there for a reason. Allow them to be there to help support you if that's what you need. The Magician is here reminding you that in life, magic happens. Serendipity happens. Sometimes even coincidences happen. And it's important that you hang on to that little bit of magic. Because ultimately, when it comes right down to it, very often it's the magic that helps us get through these really difficult times. It is that belief, that faith, that trust that things are simply going to continue to move along and they're going to get better. The King of Cups here is really lovely because the Cups energy is kind and thoughtful. It's warm, it's caring, it's embracing, it's healing. It's a gentle, just really kind of enveloping energy. Okay. So, whatever this difficult place and space that you're in or moving through, or perhaps you just finally walked out of it, understand that the support is there for you. Perhaps now that you have completed this burden, maybe now you're going to be ready to draw your friends in. Maybe you've been waiting for something to be finalized or accomplished so that you could then start reconnecting with your support system. Or perhaps it's time for you to reach out and ask them for some assistance. The Three of Pentacles sometimes talks about, kind of the success, but it's through kind of effort, hence the Ten of Wands. It can also be about gains, recognition. You know, the support's there. The magician simply brings magic. It also brings a reminder that you have all the skills and all the tools that you need to move through this situation. You are not without resources. You are not without the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding. Because ultimately, you end up in a place that is so nurturing and so loving and so gentle and kind. Whether this is you're moving towards a person or an environment, it's there waiting for you as you move through these difficult times. So, this is about embracing the magic, trusting you can get through this, knowing that you have the support, or knowing that it's time to draw your friends close, and knowing that ultimately you reach that goal. You find that place of emotional contentment, safety, and happiness. Lovely. All right. Let's look at this pink quartz and see what this has to say. Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Emperor, and the Three of Cups. All right. Very, very similar to the previous reading. Very similar to the Amethyst reading. In that you're starting at a place of perhaps some temporary hardship, perhaps feeling that you need to protect yourself, feeling that you need to be very careful with the resources you do have. But this time, and this could also denote not feeling well, a little bit of sickness, under the weather, perhaps. Perhaps some resources that you were expecting to come in have been delayed a little bit. But what it's done is it's afforded you, particularly if this card finds you not feeling in the best of health or a little under the weather, or maybe you just are in a position where right now you kind of can't, get out and about as much as you want. You're sort of a little bit more isolated. But the cards are here to remind you that sometimes isolation is a really good thing because it affords us the opportunity to reflect on the wisdom of the hermit, which is about that quiet internal reflection. It is about listening to yourself. It is about needing some downtime, needing some alone time. We are gearing up and moving towards holiday season. And perhaps you just need to take a little bit of a time out before you move towards that energy. Maybe you need to recover from a previous sort of celebration or energy. But this is definitely about reflecting on your higher truths, your higher understandings. Now, the Emperor is nice here because the Emperor is about an energy. It tends to be masculine. It is able to calm chaos. It is able to offer guidance. It is about leadership. It's about protector. It is about abundance. It's a complement to the Empress. Um, this is about being able to provide success. Three of Cups lets you know that as you move through this, you're going to find yourself in that place of celebration, support, guidance, happiness with those closest to you. Now, this could be, a wedding or some sort of a family celebration. But what it does do is remind you that you have close people around who can help you through the harder times, respect your need to sort of decompress for a little while, support you, as you move into more of a sort of take charge, get things under control kind of mode. So this really is about moving from a harder place to a much more loving, happier, or gentle place. And knowing that it's important to take the time to listen to yourself. You know, if you don't listen to yourself and you're not standing in your highest truth, it's very hard to project authority because it just kind of comes out scrambled. Whereas upon reflection, when you start moving forward with confidence and assurity, that is when things start coming together and moving together. Really lovely. All right, and let's take a look at this incredible blue crystal. There we go. The sun, the Hierophant, the Lovers, and your Four of Wands. Good gracious. Okay, so this really does feel about a coming together of community, a partnership, a relationship, a new beginning. The Hierophant is interesting here because, very often it is the highest authority in an area, in religion, in government, in, schools, universities, etc., big institutions. And you have the ultimate happiness here. So as you read this, this is about knowing and recognizing that the happiness, all of the joy, all of the blessings are coming your way. There may need to be some sort of a interaction with a higher institution. New relationships or watching a new relationship bloom and blossom. And ultimately that celebration with community. So, like, wow, amazing, amazing energy here. This really is about that love, that happiness, that support, that success. It's all of it, all wrapped up with perhaps a gentle reminder that in life there are legalities, there are paperwork, there's documentation, etc. But it is part and parcel of bringing this situation into an amazingly happy place. It's about bringing the community together, embracing love, embracing the success and the abundance and the life force that comes through the sun, and knowing that there are blessings coming from a higher institution. Blessings, support, guidance, documentation. Lovers may be lovers. It may also be a partnership. It may also be about, finally feeling the freedom, perhaps to embrace love after a long time, or accept love after, maybe a period of hurt or aloneness. This is fabulous. What a great way to move into December. This is lovely, lovely energy. Embrace it, absorb it, take it into yourself, and know that amazing success, amazing, loving, celebratory, successful energy is simply yours. It's there. So welcome it. Bring it forward. All righty. So thank you very, very much for being here. I wish you a wonderful and happy week. And I really look forward to meeting you here next week. Bye bye.